Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Jem. This is my creative space. Thank you for joining me once again. And today I want to show you the flip through of my totally rubbish journal. And when I say that, if you've watched any of the previous videos in this series, you'll know that I challenged myself to make this journal from absolute junk, things that really would otherwise have been thrown away. And I gave myself some really quite strict criteria around that. The only things I have used is black and brown ink. Everything else is really just junk. So it's packaging, wrapping paper, used things. All right. I want to do a quick flip through because I have done some more things since I videoed last. And when you see this video, it will literally, I think it will be the day we go on holiday or the day before. So we're all ready to go. So I want to show you that. Before I do, I've got a couple of really quick things to show you that, that I found that I want to just talk about, because if you're thinking of making a journal like this, sometimes it's difficult to know where to start. But believe me, once you do, well, this has been my experience anyway, once you do, you start looking at things in completely different ways. I bought some tea the other day. I don't drink, despite the fact I'm English, I don't drink ordinary, what we call gumboot tea. I only drink herbal teas. This isn't a make that I normally buy because it's too expensive, but I found some on special offer the other day and I picked this up. Now, as you can see, this is the front of the tea box, but look what I have salvaged from it. So I have created a pocket because the inside is beautiful as well. So I've created a pocket. There was some writing here that I didn't want to see, so I've just put a little I had some other packaging that just happened to be the same colour. So we've got a pocket there. We've got a journaling card. We've got a tag. This is some old ribbon that came off a gift. And then we've got these bits. And this was it says to open, squeeze me and pull. It's just the edge of the box. And I thought, gosh, wouldn't that make a lovely page edge? And even these little bits I thought you could use to decorate the edge of a page or a pocket. But I thought they were just so beautiful on both sides, actually. And I just wanted to quickly show you those because they've all come out of one small tea box. So, I mean, these boxes are probably not quite square, but more or less. So not a massive amount of packaging, but look what you can achieve. And I mean, again, this is so beautiful. You could probably do something with this as well. All right, so those bits are going to come with me and be used at some stage. So let's just put those to one side. Two other things I wanted to show you. I was rummaging around the other day and I found this. And this is the end of a roll which goes in card payment machines. We call them FPOS here. And you know, when you get to the end of the roll, you have to take it out of the machine, and because it doesn't always work. I think this one may have been left over when we changed machines. But anyway, I had a bit of this left and I went, oh, okay. Can't use it in my card machine. Look what I did. I've used it to create a snippet roll. And again, these were all little offcuts of pieces that I'd already used in my journal. And I was kind of clearing up my desk and about to almost throw them all away. And I went, oh, that needs sticking down a bit more. And I've created a little snippet roll. So I haven't cut it up yet and used it because, again, I wanted to show you before I did. But, you know, just thinking about what we throw away and what we use. And you could do that. I've also done this in the past on receipts, you know, till receipts. If you stick them together in a long line, you can do it on there as well. Okay, I told a fib. I do have a couple more things to show you. The other thing I have been trying is clusters. Where the other one's gone? I must have stuck it in. Clusters. Now, if you watch my video, you know I love a cluster. Love a cluster. And again, when I was clearing up, I thought to myself, oh, hang on a minute. I wonder if I could make clusters from junk. And the answer is yes. So keep your eyes out when I flip through the journal in a minute, because you'll see some more. So we've got a bit of packaging card on the back. We've got a bit of tea bag. We've got some of that packing, you know, that textured packing paper. There's a bit of the tissue paper I was using. There's a scrap of lace that was on my floor. And this is cut from one of those business cards I had left over. There you go, dead simple. So you can create clusters as well. Oh, is that the other one? There's another one. Look at this. This was an old suitcase key that was being thrown out. You've got some wrapper off a chocolate. Oh, the silver is the inside of a tea bag sachet. Bag handle, again a bit of cardboard. The red is a bit of the envelope that I used in the back of there. There you go. I want to show you these. If you watched my videos a couple of weeks ago, you know I did a big op shop haul, and one of the shops I went to was the Red Cross, and I suddenly realised that on their tags they have these lovely words, and I got thanks and awesome and a couple of other things. So even just little things like this that you would normally throw away, I've been using. So really cool. And my last but not least, I don't very often buy coffee out because I have a coffee machine. But Mr. Jem and I went out to an event the other weekend, and I did buy a coffee, and look at the beautiful cup. I mean, how stunning is that? So I cut the top off, you know, the rolled rim bit, so that it will lay a bit flatter, and gosh, I'm just looking to see what I can do with it. So that's coming with me as well. That'll be cut up and used. I just thought that was it was far too nice to throw away. I have wiped the inside. There you go. All right, so we'll do a quick flick through of the journal, and then I will show you just my travel kit that I'm taking with me, just in terms of what tools, what bits and pieces I'm taking, because if you are traveling, I think that's it's quite a good thing to think about. You know, obviously you are often not got a lot of space to take things, and you want to make the most of that space that you do have. So we'll have a quick look at that in a minute. First, I suddenly realised I was going to need a closure. Now, this is a bit of that t-shirt yarn stuff. And one of our local op shops, if you buy bundles of fabric, they tie it up with these. And so I'd kept that. We've just had Anzac Day here, which is the English equivalent is Remembrance Sunday. I'm not sure whether you have something similar in the States or other countries. It's the day when we commemorate servicemen, people who've served in the forces. So we've just had Anzac Day here, and so this poppy was left over from an Anzac Day commemoration. So that's my closure for my journal. All right, let's have a quick flick through, because I've put some more bits and pieces in since I filmed last. So here again, front of a birthday card, beautiful. Owls are my thing. And this, I thought this was this actually says, I can be fully recycled. And I thought that was quite appropriate. And this actually came off, it was the package from some tissue paper that I bought in the op shop sale the other day. All right, you've seen this. This came off it was literally a piece of packaging. I haven't done anything to it. slightly big for my journal, but I want to use it as a bookmark. A bit more of the packaging. I've popped that in there, and I did find something the other day to go on there, but I don't know where I've put it now. Never mind. Some of this you've seen. Now don't forget, these will be added to as I'm travelling, and that's the whole idea. This is just the start of a journal to take with me. This is a receipt from our local library, and we get this to tell us what books we've got and when they're due back, which for me is really useful. And I turned it into a little library pocket. And this is just some bits of paper, or some offcuts from circle punching, and a bit of a tourist brochure. You've seen that one. The other thing I've done is added a little bit more stenciling with my ink pad, and I want to show you what I used. This is it's a mesh that you use when you're plastering walls, and I found this offcut in Mr. Jem's workshop, so that got stolen. This is another one of our lovely envelopes. We belong to Forest and Bird, which is a environmental organisation here, and they send a magazine several times a year, and they have these lovely envelopes, and so I've used a couple of these because they always have a different picture. I've made a little tab there, and I thought this would be fabulous flip out journal space, really. I can write on the blue and on the brown there, and it looks attractive. Okay, tuck spot. Bag we saw in last week's video, that seems to have stuck all right, so we can pop things in here, close it up. Oh, I've put Mr. Fox in, finally found somewhere for him to go, and again there's a little bit more of the stenciling through using the mesh there. Lots of lovely blank pages. This one we saw last week. Oh, the other thing I found, I was sorting through a whole load of birthday cards, just trying to kind of go, oh, I can't keep keeping everything. And I found some birthday cards made by my beautiful grandchildren. And I thought, I don't want to throw those away, but I want to do something with them so that I'll actually see them and appreciate them. So we've got a pocket here, and a journaling card, and these are all just made from the cards that they made for me for my birthday last year. And a lovely little cute teddy there. So I thought, you know, using them like that. Oh, and I managed to peel some of the sticker off and just use it down the side of the page there. And I thought, actually, you know, if you keep birthday cards, unless you frame them up and have them on the wall, and, you know, hey, who has that much space? You don't really look at them. And I thought, actually, I'd much rather use them somewhere like this, where I'm going to see them. This is another one of the little clusters I made. Front of a tea packet. This is a leaf, an artificial leaf that's come off something. I don't know where I picked that up. Bits and pieces. Again, a little bit of stenciling on that envelope and a little tuck spot there. Again, a bit more stenciling. Journal space. Oh, this is just, you can see, this is just a business envelope. And I found a purple paper bag. And I've just used that to line it, come down the side. And this was a bit of, oh, it was a band off a ball of knitting wool. There we go. We saw this last week. Journal space. This is another one of those envelopes from Forest and Bird, and they do have these lovely pictures on. So that's pockets in the middle. Again, going through my cards, this was a little painting my mother-in-law had done one year and sent with a lovely note inside, and it was folded as though it was like a coin envelope, that type of thing. And so I've literally just put a thumb notch in the top and stuck it down. A little bit of envelope inner used down there. Got our card box here. Bit more stenciling down the side. Nothing there as yet, but we've got our card and tag here. Another one of these lovely forest and bird envelopes. And again, I've done exactly the same with this one and just used it as journaling space. Now, I didn't stick that one on very straight, but hey ho, that's all right. I can put something down there. You know, that might be the place to put a bit of snippet roll. We'll see. Because I don't want to do the whole journal before I go away, because the idea is that I'm going to be creating whilst I'm away. And of course our pocket, our bag pocket to finish off. Again, pop things in, zip it closed, keep them safe. And we've got the lovely Mr. Fox on the back. So that's where I've got to with the journal. And as I say, I've got a few little bits and pieces that I've created to take with me. And I've got this little bag, and that's literally just got some offcuts of bits that I've already used. So there's the remains of the wrapping paper from the front cover, a bit of that packaging, and some bits of tissue that I have already used. Oh, and I was given this the other day. This has come off some clothing, but look at that. I don't know whether you can see that on camera, but it's got like a sort of a satin sheen on it. And I thought, oh, I can't resist tucking that in. I'm sure that'll be useful. So a few bits to take. Other stuff will be gathered along the way. I've also filled up my little op shop folio that I showed you the other day, and just some little bits and pieces. This is the other thing I made from the offcuts of that packaging, some little page tabs. So I've got some little page tabs in there that I've made from scraps, a few more tags, some wording, and just some bits and pieces. Oh, I knew there was something else. I've made a couple of hidden paper clips as well. So the lace came off. Oh, it was a garment that was being thrown away that was sort of, it was ripped beyond repair, really. It wasn't used to, and it was, you know, wasn't any good to give to the op shop. But I did take the lace off, so that came off that. So a couple of little hidden paper clips there. And this is also a hidden paper clip made from that same packaging. Let me show you. These circular ones are great because they just pop on the side. The paper clip was quite strong. Just pop on the side like that, and then you can hold things in there. So in fact, oh no, I won't leave it there. So there's those. A couple of odd bits of ribbon I had left, and bits and pieces. This was another. Look at this. This was a soap box. Isn't this gorgeous? This is our bird. This is our tui bird and Pahertakawa trees. Just gorgeous. So I harvested those off the soap box this week. Okay, so that's bits and pieces I'm taking with me. Other stuff I'm going to collect along the way, and I'm going to fill in my journal as we go. Now, I'm hoping to be able to do a little bit of videoing whilst we're away. I've got a little stand that holds my phone. I haven't tried it out yet, but we'll see. So hopefully there'll be a couple of short videos over the next couple of weeks just showing you how the journal's progressing. There'll also be a couple of pre-recorded ones hopefully one a week, just to kind of keep things ticking over. But yeah, I hope to have a couple of kind of live-ish ones, not live, but recorded whilst we're away. So the other thing I want to do is to pack this. And again, if you saw my op shop video the other day, you'll know I picked this up for a couple of dollars in the op shop, and I thought this would be absolutely ideal for taking away with me. So I'm going to start packing this today, and just to show you, give you an idea of some of the bits and pieces I'm going to take. So first things first, my scissors, and I don't know whether my big ones are going to go in. We'll see, but little ones certainly. I've got a small, it's like a bone folder, but this came with, it's a little bit grubby actually, this came with a cheap little scoreboard I bought, but it's a lovely small one, and it's great for you know, burnishing edges down and things like that, so that can go in. Small stapler, small ruler. What else do we want? We want a pencil and an eraser. I'm going to take one circle punch, and I think I'll take, I've got two sizes. They are different. That's really quite small. I'm going to take my bigger one, and I'm going to take some double-sided tape. I don't use it a lot, but sometimes when I'm away it's kind of useful for, you know, some of those things that don't stick very easily, because I don't want to take really strong glue with me. But talking about glue, I'm going to take my glue stick and my small bottle of slightly stronger glue, and I might well put that in a plastic bag just so that it stays the right way up. Now, that was the other thing I'd got out ready to take. I want to take my trusty, I'm not taking my corner rounder because it's quite sort of bulky and heavy, but I am going to take my little homemade tag thing. You know what I mean. Right, what else do I need? Oh, my 2 ink pads that I've said I'll take. Now, I've got brown and black there. Those are the ones I use most of the time, and they are both archival ones, so they're not water soluble. I have some little ones, but they are water soluble, and I'm not sure about taking those. What I'm going to do is I'll see if I've got room for the big ones, and if I have, they can go in, and if not, they won't. Now the other thing I'm going to take is a white gel pen, a gold gel pen, and a black, now where's my decent one? My black, oh, that's silver, don't want that one. Excuse my arm, there we go. My black archival ink pen. I want to show you a little trick. I discovered this, I can't remember whose video it was, but I was watching something quite obscure the other day. You know, your pens don't always flow very well. Take them apart if you can, and stick, can you see? Stick a little bit of blue tack. What else do we call blue tack? For those in other countries, I don't know, this stuff that you use to put posters up with. Put a bit of that in the end. Now the scientific explanation is to do with air pressure, and I'm not going to go into that, but if you do that, you get an amazingly smooth flow with your ink. No more of this, you know, running dry kind of effect. So I've got those two. Do you know what? Really, that's about it. That is what I would travel with. I'm just having a quick look around. The other thing I might throw in is a couple of these clips, just because they're useful if you're wanting something to dry. So a couple of those can go in. And do you know, really guys, that's it. So I am going to be able to get these in, and I'll probably put in a little, the brush I use with my inks as well. I can't think of what they're called, these things. A couple of small ones of those, one for the black and one for the brown, because that's useful if you've got something that you're stenciling through. All right, there we go guys. So we'll get that packed up, we'll be ready for the off, and hopefully, as I say, I will see you on our travels. Do have a go at the junk journals. It's an amazingly fun process, and do you know, I've really enjoyed it, and it has changed the way I look at things, and it has changed my ideas about what we buy and what we actually throw away and what we use. So if you haven't checked out the other videos prior to this one, do click on the playlist, which will be here. And other than that, stay safe, happy crafting. Thank you for watching. I will catch you all very soon. Ka kite anō.